Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Barb, here with me. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I am. Hi, Johnny. You sound really chipper today.
Well, this woman, Barbara, this is the woman who has really stood up for me when a lot of people didn't, and I want everybody to know that.
Me?
Yes, that's Barb, but you have stood up for me. You've had my back a lot of times.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you feel that way, Johnny. You deserve to be stood up for. You're a good person who has not a mean bone in his body at all. Super kind, caring, and always cares about others. So you deserve to be stood up for. And thank you for saying that.
Thank you. And
I agree.
Because it's Friday, we have Dayle Schear there today.
Second Dayle Schear. Hi. Dayle is in the house. Yeah.
Yes,
so good
I
to
am.
hear you.
I don't know if I told you this, Barb and Johnny, but I had some weird things happen after Richard's death. Let me know, Barbara, if I told you. Did I tell you about the book?
I don't remember the book. I just remember the cloud formation.
Okay, the cloud. We got the name of the cloud, but now I forgot what it was. It's one of these rare clouds. I had gone to up to Lake Tahoe, and I did a ceremony for my dog Lucky and Richard, and a burial, you know. And then I played. Wait, who's talking? Who's talking? Hello?
Nobody.
I had it on mute, so it wasn't my back end.
That's weird. Okay, I played Is a Song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Johnny, do you know that?
I've heard
that song? Okay, well, I played that song for Richard because he loved it. I loved it. And, you know, so on my way home, I said, Richard, well, prior to that, I said, Richard, let me know if you know I was here. And I looked up at the sky, and there was this weird cloud that had a rainbow at the end of it. And Barbara saw it, and Johnny saw it, and I forgot the name of it. Blythe knows, but he's not in the house at the moment. It was beyond all expectations. And Blythe said, well, I've never seen a cloud like that forever. And we looked it up, and we found out the name of it, and they said it's a very rare sighting of a cloud in a rainbow like that.
Everybody,
so Johnny,
it was amazing. The photo is amazing. I had never even seen anything like that. What about you, Johnny?
No, I was really amazed by the picture. It looked very unusual to me.
Okay, did you put it up so people could see it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of the pictures in the slideshow for the show today. It's
okay.
Yeah,
that was
great.
Thank you, Johnny. Then, okay, so I had some more weird stuff going on. I was at my bookshelf. I think I told this to Johnny. I was at my bookshelf, and I was reading a book. I mean, I wasn't reading a book. I was trying to get my blood pressure machine out, and that's nowhere near any of the special books I have. So I went and got the blood pressure machine out, and a book comes flying at me, and it was Richard's book that came flying at me. It was, you know, the one that says Buck's Call to Duty.
And that's a 700-page book.
Yeah,
hard to not see flying at you.
Right.
Hard copy or soft?
Soft, but still very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And that came flying at me, and I showed my husband. I go, look at this. He goes, I'll be. Then a few minutes later, a few hours later, I wrote a book to Richard in Hawaii, and I had said to Richard, God, I wish I could hear you say aloha one more time. And the name of the next book that came flying at me was called Aloha Hawaii.
Well, if
So
anybody would send signs, it'd be Richard, because he's probably got a lot of power up there in heaven, being 95 years old.
And a half, yeah.
And a half.
Yeah, but I did hear from his son and saying that they were on their way back from that island, and they were on their way home. That's what I heard. That's all I heard. But because I wish him a happy Father's Day. Huh?
Whidbey Island?
Yes, Whidbey Island. So
wow.
that's
so they were there a long time.
Oh yeah, but they lived there as kids, so they grew up there, and he loved it, and that's where Richard chose his burial site for his wife and him. So I know he's happy because he's with his wife, and everything is good, you know.
And with Lucky.
Huh? Oh, I've
and
been lucky.
With Lucky, your dog.
Yes, he's with Lucky, my dog, because I did put a thing in there for my dog Lucky, asking God to watch over Lucky and for Lucky to really watch over Richard. So that's what I did, you know. So, I mean, then all of a sudden, Barbara, swear to God, all this money comes flying at me. I don't even know from where. But literally money. I mean, someone gave Blythe a lot of money. Just a friend of his that he went to high school and junior high, and he's dying, and so Blythe's been calling him every day to make him feel better, even though he's dying, and he sent him a lot of money. So we got that, and we got been selling on eBay quite a bit, and just then Ford, which I had the problem with my Ford car for 3 years, they finally came and paid up. They paid me $2,000.
Oh my gosh, Dayle, it was flying at you, money.
Mm-hmm. I'm serious. I'm very serious. So it was a good week, and I've been playing with my puppy, and that's taken a lot. And Johnny would know this. When you play with your puppy, your pain goes away, right, Johnny?
Well, yeah, it's sort of interesting because, like, if you talk about Zoe a little bit, I learned something about Zoe recently. Is that Zoe loves to bite. You know, she would put her teeth all over me.
Yep.
But then I realized something was that she wasn't really trying to hurt me. Because I realized that I could put my hand in her mouth, and then her teeth would go all over my hand, but it wouldn't hurt me. So I realized that, okay, I can actually put my hand in her mouth, and her teeth will go on me, and then she won't hurt me. And I realized that once I did that she would want to get even closer to me. And I think she was just doing it as sort of a mother picking up a baby type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what that was. You know, I don't think it was an attempt of going on the defense. I think it was more like, just sort of a loving thing.
Oh, yeah. Johnny, they're teething.
Oh, just like a baby. And it feels good to them.
Teeth.
Honestly, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. I used to see it as sort of a thing to avoid. Now I can actually put my hands in her mouth and then nothing will happen. And then I realized that she's just doing that because she really is just trying to show love, you know.
Right. Well, Johnny and I have similar dogs. I mean, we both have the poodle mix, and I have so my dog and his dog are highly intelligent. I mean, my dog is so intelligent, it's scary. To give you an idea, my puppy, Rosie, she was, Blythe was lifting weights, Johnny, picking up weights, and she was studying it, and then she tried to pick up weights. she said, well, if my daddy can pick up weights, why can't I? And she tried so hard, and she couldn't pick up weights, okay? So we bought it. We had an old weight from Lucky. We have all his old toys, and we gave her that. So she was really happy with that. And then another weird thing she's done is we bought her her own little condominium where that she could stay in it when I leave. Now I'm scared to death because she busts out of the last one, but I'm scared. So she has her own condominium, but now she's been checking out her condominium. She's been going in the condo and looking to see how do I bust out of here. She's looking at a way to do it, and she's scaring me. She does weird things.
That's so funny. You know what it reminds me of? Something I saw so cute yesterday. I watched this movie. It's an animated movie called The Secret Life of Pets. And they talk, so when all their owners leave, and you see all the crazy things they get into, and oh my gosh, did I ever enjoy that movie. I highly recommend it. And both your dogs, I'm sure, are in it, because it has all kinds of dogs and animals of all shapes and sizes. And they start talking to each other. It's super cute.
Is your daughter in the room or something? I hear an echo from. I hear an echo from.
She's not even
your
here.
Side. I know, but when I talk, I hear an echo. Kind of weird. Okay, well, Johnny, you want to? Should I take the first caller?
If you want, you can. We have some callers. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tina, you are live on the air. The psychic Dayle Schear.
Hi, Dayle Schear. It's Tina from Colorado, and so happy to talk to you.
Yes, happy to talk to you. What's your name again?
Tina, Tina. Not Tina Turner, Tina.
Where are you calling from?
Colorado. Cold here.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky. We're in Nevada, and it's about 85 degrees here. And it's, it was cold the other day, but then it really heated up. So Colorado's a nice place. So how can I help you, sweetie?
Yes, ma'am, you always do. Thank you. So I'm planning to relocate. We're planning to go north. I already been looking at places to stay, and all that. Do you see that being successfully in any time frame? Please, thank you. Moving.
I don't give time. I think we talked about this 100 times already. That you were supposed to be moving, right?
You did say that last year, yes, ma'am. Yes, you did. And now I'm getting to it. You're right.
Now you're what?
You're right, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's been over a year and you're still looking?
Yes. I'm ready to do it, and I'm ready to do it next year because it's a big move.
Next year? Oh, I see. Next year. Okay. Well,
2 more months.
Psychics are not good on time, so I don't profess to be, but I do see you moving, and I'm hoping that you get out way before the year is over. That would be nice.
Yes. I miss. You told me it was going to be after my mom passed away, so it was a delay. She passed away. You
I'm
got it
sorry
right.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I understand. But you'll be happy in the new place. Are you still looking up at West New York, New Jersey, or what?
I'm thinking about Arizona. Well, I've been looking at Arizona and then the border of Oklahoma.
Well, both of those are not good choices. Oklahoma gets a lot of tornadoes, high winds, and people get wiped out. People are leaving Oklahoma in droves, okay? But not a good choice. And Arizona is way too hot, and I mean, we're talking about the laws in Arizona are scary. Okay? So look at other places and see what else you can come up with, all right? And I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Sabrina, you are live on the air with Psychic Dayle Schear.
Hello. It's Sabrina Oxford here. How's it going?
Fine. What is your name?
Sabrina Oxford.
Okay. And where are you calling from, Sabrina?
I currently am calling from the upper Midwest.
Upper Midwest.
West of the USA. South Dakota, to be specific.
Well, that's the first one we've had from South Dakota. Okay,
Yeah,
how can I help you?
Well, I have just released another book, and I'm just kind of wondering, what you can sense about it. Like, is this one going to work? I wrote, I don't know, over 15 of them. So this is my last one.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I've written 7 or 8. So, the bookstores are coming back. I noticed that when I went into Costco, that they had a section of books, which they got rid of, but now they have. So, and I'm also seeing books are coming back. It's going to take a while for that to happen. I see something, not this, but I see something with a children's book. Did you write a children's book, or do you want to write a children's book?
Well, an interesting fact about me is that I grew up in foster care, so I do have some children's books out. That my first one I wrote with my birth mom 25 years after foster care, called The Candlemaker's Daughter, and I had used my birth name for that. But because of foster care and how I grew up and the association of my upbringing with it, I've chosen my pen name, Sabrina Oxford. My first died in First Street.
Okay, what's the name of your book, sweetie?
The one that just came out is called 100 Acts of Kindness, The Queen of Kindness Strikes Again, QR codes, and we looked up 100 businesses with specialized QR codes that I made for everybody and put them in there. And then the reader...
Wait, I'm confused. What's going on with a QR code? What is that?
Oh, QR codes are exciting. So lots of times when you are like maybe standing in a long line, you see somebody's brochure, it'll have this little black and white symbol. Mine are colorful and personalized, which means that they have a logo in the middle. But they're usually just black and white little square, and then you can scan it and it brings it to a person's website.
Oh, I see. So,
okay, so this book is filled.
Where are you putting? Hello, I'm trying to talk. Where are you putting your books right now for sale? Where?
Oh, they're everywhere from Amazon. You can get it on Amazon, KDP, Barnes and Noble. I know my 100 Facebook friends is in Walmart. I'm not sure if this one's in there yet. You can get it in the U.S. or across seas. So just the thrift books.
How did you get the books into those places?
That is an author's secret.
Okay.
If you would like a one-on-one with me, as I give author classes, and that's one of the things I come over. If you'd like a one-on-one with me, I can talk with you. I don't charge people for the help I give, but yeah, I can do that one-on-one. And how to
nice.
get into
Well, thank you very much. It sounds good, but my books are kind of too old at this point. I've written 7 or 8, and they're too old to put out there. But I thank you. I think you're going to be very successful. your books are going to sell. You know how to promote, and it's all going to be good.
Right on. Well, it's good to have somebody back you up on it, do a little confirming, crush a little doubt going on in the back of your head.
The QR code, Dayle and Johnny, the caller was talking about. How interesting. So you wear this little scanning symbol on your clothing, and whoever's like at a post office behind you can like take a picture of that, and it leads to whatever you want it to lead to, like life, laughter, happiness on Blog Talk Radio. That's
Correct.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys, isn't that great?
And one of the unique features about this book is that it had one of the QR codes. Every book that you get one book. If you scan this one hidden code in there, it will give you your own personal message, or you win a prize. And this one code that you scan was going to be different in the next person, even though it looks like the same code. They all go to a different page. That was done with me having to teach myself coding. So I had to learn HTML, JavaScript, CSS to be able to do that.
Wow.
Well, I that's wonderful. I honestly don't think you need my help. I think you're on the way to major success. So I wish you the best, and let us know what happens, okay?
No, absolutely. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
And that tidbit of information, I mean, why not do that? How great is it? You could wear that code if you want, if you don't feel like, having people look at you. What if you get all snazzed up one day and you're like, hey, I'm ready for somebody to scan my code. I'm not shy. You go to a fair or anything. I'm going to be scanned left and right. I could send that code. I could have a Barbara Moore code. I could have a friend's code. I could have a Life, Laughter, Happiness code. Wow, how ingenious.
I like that. I would like to have an erase code for my husband's erase,
Yeah.
So
he'd
be
the top raker in the whole city. He'd have all of the work. Oh, cool.
That would be fun.
And you could even make T-shirts with your code and send it to your happy customers or your fans.
That sounds good.
It's really endless.
Okay. So, Barbara, what have you been up to?
Oh, my gosh. I know right now it's the calm before the storm.
Uh-oh.
As you know me, I've got a lot of friends coming to visit. So I have a friend.
I thought you were
who's going to be in town. That's going to be, party central.
Right.
I have to just work ahead of time and make sure everything's cued so then I can have that free time. I got my hair done. I'm really blonde now. I got the greatest blow dry. Yes, I'm gearing up for 4th of July. I have plans for the next weekend after to decorate the bikes for my girlfriend and I, and then our girls who are teenagers now. And you decorate them red, white, and blue, and there's a whole bike parade in Huntington Beach.
Wow.
And yes. And on the 4th of July, there's a huge parade, probably, I think the 107th parade annually. It's a big deal. The news is out. Remember, I was in it when I first moved here. I was in the parade. Maybe I'll be in it again. So I have to look up that and see how to get into it. So I'm so busy, and people are going to be staying or being in my home, not staying, but coming in and out. So I've got to have the home completely ready. I'm trying to take care of my daughter. So it's a lot, but I'm happy.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're keeping yourself busy.
I have many generous friends. I have friends that actually don't just send me gifts, but they send my daughter gifts. And you know how helpful that is? And also just to see that smile on her face and just, okay, she's not down because she can't have everything. Why not want everything for your birthday? There's one day of the year that I think it's okay to want everything, and that's your birthday. So it's been really great since her birthday, May, which was around Mother's Day too. And I just have a lot of things to be grateful for. And that includes you Dayle. We have become
thank you.
closer. We've become closer since you have gotten on the
Yes.
show every Friday. And it's so nice to have a friend like you. And you're just such a wealth of wisdom. You're a well of wisdom. Whatever. Did I just make that up? You aren't just a
I
psychic.
don't know.
You're not just a psychic.
You are so
but
sweet.
questions that people have, a lot of them I wouldn't be able to give them any info on a lot of things. You're a lady who knows a lot about a lot.
Well, it's because of I've been through a lot. And when you've been through a lot, you know, you're able, everything I talk about, most of it I've been through, you know? So it's stuff I already know. But as far as a friend, you have been one of the nicest people I have ever met in a lifetime. And I feel so happy that good things are happening for you.
You think I'm one of the nicest people? That is so sweet. Because you know how hard it is to, I have a wall up at first, I must admit. But you kept persevering. And then now we chat all the time on the phone. We keep a running dialogue. And so thank you. Thank you for being patient.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
You turned me a lot around. We go through the same things. Yeah, we go through the same things all the time. It's amazing. I forgot to tell you this, my stupidity. My stupidity. I was eating some pistachio nuts, and I decided, I got to get up and go to the ladies' room. So I did that. I was on my way to the ladies' room when I got into a coughing fit because one of the peanuts was choking me.
Oh.
So that I went up and back, up and back, up and back, and I fell on my butt as usual. And I had glasses on the top of my head, which put a nice little scar in my skull. And I'm okay. I'm fine.
No.
I was gushing blood.
We had no idea.
I was gushing.
Did you, Johnny, know that Dayle fell and had an accident?
Yeah, I told him.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, but you know what? It's just like it's hard because, with arthritis on your knees, it's hard to stand up. But my husband helped me, and I was fine. But I thought I might need stitches, but I've never had that happen where I had the glasses on my head and I was coughing. And because I was coughing so hard, I ended up going up and back and falling on my butt,
Well, that just goes to show you how sensitive and how important lungs are. And lungs, how God made our lungs. If a tiny little speckle gets in there, even water, a tiny speckle of blood, water, you will cough until you fall on your butt and break your head open to protect the lungs, right? Wow, a little Heimlich maneuver would have helped around then. Even just a tiny little bit would get that flying out of there.
Nothing was caught in there. It's just I had too many nuts in my mouth.
Oh,
so
that must have been a funny sight, though. I'm picturing a cartoon of that exact scene. That's crazy.
Oh well.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Wasn't for me. Oh, I'm fine. Just as soon as I get I got all my shots for my knees and my arms and everything, and I was feeling great. And I cleaned up the whole kitchen for the first time because I could move around. And all of a sudden that happened, but it set me back a little bit. But I'm okay.
Hey, Dayle,
I'm a survivor.
Okay, I want to ask you a question about that, which is more in depth. Do you think that since so many, many great things happened to you, you had to fall on your butt to have it balanced, or is that completely ridiculous and weird question?
Completely ridiculous and weird.
Okay.
No,
okay.
it's been like I've been like you. we go on our dry spells for a long time, and then all of a sudden something hits, and we're okay. And that's what's happened to you, and it's happened to me. And it coincides with each other. Have you
really
noticed?
Does. Oh yeah, we've talked about that a few times. How we are so similar, and same things happen to us at the same time. Right now, recently, a year ago, 2 years ago. This is crazy. Do you think it's because we are in tuned, we're working together, or is it just, what is it? Tell me what it is.
That's a good question. We're very similar. You're a Leo, and I'm a Pisces Aries, and I think that has a lot to do with it, because Aries and Leo get along phenomenal.
Yes.
And I really feel that even my husband says the two of you are like sisters. The same things happen to both of you.
Yeah.
Almost simultaneously at the same time. I'm curious about one thing. When is your friend coming in to visit you?
Oh, Dayle, I'm going to have to talk to you about that in private a little later. Boom. Okay.
I can't wait to hear that one. Okay. I must have missed something there.
I want to say something, though. This is interesting because I think that, this has to do with astrology, but, okay, you are born on March 21st. That means that you're born on the cusp of Pisces Aries. And I think Barbara is born on the cusp of Leo Virgo, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, what is after August 21st? I'm on August 21st, so what is right after? Because apparently I'm not on a cusp because it's 3 days away.
Yes, you are.
Change it.
No.
I've
You
got
are
a special
born on
moon
the cusp.
rising as well.
No. You're born. He's right, Barbara. You are born on the cusp. The 21st is the cusp, which means you're part Leo and part Taurus.
And the thing is that it's part Leo, part Virgo. And the thing is,
Virgo,
that
yeah.
Well, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is this: is that my father's birthday was January the 20th, and that birthday, rings with some of the people that you met in your life, Barbara. I won't say the names, but not only that.
I know. I just got that when you said that. Yes. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, and not only that, his birthday is probably on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. In other words, Capricorn and Aquarius, Capricorns go really good with Leos, and Capricorns go well with the Leos, and Aquarius is probably go real well with Virgos or something. And I think that the two signs, Leo and Virgos go real well with Capricorns, and Leos probably go real with Aquarius.
Yes, but are we talking romantic or friendship? Because doesn't that matter, Dayle?
No, romantic. You should be with an Aries, because that would make you feel perfect for you.
I've always
Aries
heard that.
Man. Aries man. That's the sign you should be looking for. And John, what sign are you? I forgot.
I am May 28th. That's a Gemini.
Right. Gemini. That means you're two people.
Yeah.
You got the twins.
Interesting.
You got the twins. Yeah, the twins.
The
Gemini.
Yeah,
twins.
I've heard that Libras go well with me because they're the scale, and that I get along real well with Sagittarius. That's what I've been told. But
it's possible. I know my match for me, my total match, love match, would have been Leo. That's what Richard was. That's why we got along as a soulmate.
That's right.
So great. Yeah, he was a Leo, and he was one of the most fun people to be with. It's fun. In fact, Barbara, the weirdest thing was I put my name up and Richard's name up on the internet, and I pulled up our show that you were interviewing Richard, and I got to hear his voice again.
Well, I guess the search engines are working, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good. Okay,
See,
Johnny,
you
do we have
feel
any
light.
more?
You feel very light.
Yes,
Okay, we're going on to the next caller.
You were live on Schear with Psychic Dayle Schear.
Hello.
I'm sorry, Johnny, I didn't hear you. Who's that?
Sharon.
This is Sharon speaking.
With an S, Sharon?
Yep, with an S. Good evening.
How
Hi,
how
Sharon.
weird. That's my middle name, Dayle Sharon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I never use it, but I was supposed to be named Sherry, but my really weird. But I ended up with Dayle. I guess my father wanted a boy. Anyway, where are you calling from?
Ohio. It's 90 degrees out today. But I love it.
Yep. Well, the heat's wonderful, but the humidity, you can take the humidity and shove it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
True. That is true.
How can I help you, sweetie?
Well, I've been at my job now almost 5 years. I love it, but what I'm doing now, my goal is I want to transition to another department, like by the end of the year, somewhere where I want to retire and stay there. Because, I'm not getting any younger. I don't want to retire in the department I'm at. There's a couple of jobs that I've already posted. Do you feel me being successful in this?
What are the jobs you posted for?
Banking. They're all in banking. I work at a bank. They're all within the same, but they're different departments, like an analyst, wire transfer, stuff like that. Do you feel that I know I'm just so nervous. I'm so hard on myself. Do you think I'm going to be able to succeed in doing this?
Definitely. I pick up wire transfer.
Yeah.
Have you really? Is that one you want?
Yeah, yes. That's the one I would want other than the other one. Because you don't have to work in the office as much. It's 2 days going in. I can handle that. The wire one is the one that I want. It's a wire analyst for it's for really high, wires. But my first interview is July 1st. Same way, you get interviewed by the recruiter, and then if they want to, the hiring manager will interview. But I'm already in the company, so you know what I mean? But you're right. That's the one, July 1st. I'm interviewed for that one. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry.
Just pull your fabulous, happy, positive. I want this job. I will do a great job. I promise you. This is something that, I'm perfect for it. Look no further. Whatever. Just come out with all the guns and you'll get it.
Oh, so you feel I have a good chance. Yay! I'm just going to take it.
Yeah, you have a great chance. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice
evening. Barbie, you too. Barbie, you want to give out my
Yes, I do.
Give out my phone number?
Hey, everybody, get your pencil and paper ready. I'm going to give you Psychic Dayle Schear's direct contact so you can book your own private reading a lot longer than your little mini reading here on the show. Psychic Dayle Schear, 808-372-1816. 808-372-1816. And you can also find her link to her website on all of our show descriptions. We have Dayle every Friday. So, hey, she's available for you. So easy to get a hold of. Right, Dayle?
Yep. Just do Dayle, Dayle, Schear, SCHEAR.com.
Simple. And you're going to have a QR code. I'll wear it right on my baseball cap. Backwards.
Bro, you can do that. You know what? I'm to the stage where I just want to play with my puppy.
Well, that's all you have to do. Everybody else wears the baseball cap backwards. All you have to do is play with your puppy.
My puppy jumps on the chair I'm at, and on top of my chest, and she gives me a whole bunch of kisses and puts her arms around me and wants me to just love her.
Oh.
And it's the sweetest little thing I have ever gone through. My husband said to me, God, she likes you more than me. Because Lucky, that was his dog. And I said,
now,
I want it.
What kind of dog was Lucky?
German Shepherd.
Okay,
Not different.
Okay. That I'm really glad that you cleared that up.
Why?
Well, what I was screening one of the callers. I won't say who it is, but apparently, when I asked her about what to do, and she goes, "Well, I thought Dayle had a German Shepherd," and I said, "No, that was Lucky, and the dog passed away." And I explained it to them when I was talking to them about screening the calls. But that's all that was. It just when you said the German, that's all it was.
I've had my whole life. Yeah, well, my whole life I've had German Shepherds, with the exception of one time in Tahoe, I had a mutt. But this little Rosie, I don't know. I picked the name as I was driving up there, and I go, her name's going to be Rosie Ann, and I just I'm totally in love with this dog. She is just cutest. Everywhere we go, people stop us and say, "Oh my God, she's so cute." She's just so cute.
She is.
And
I love her. Are you posting the photos on Facebook for everybody to see?
No, I didn't put them on Facebook yet.
You should. Everybody listening will go and check it out because you send me the most adorable photos, and everybody should see those.
Well, you can post that for me. I'm not good. I'm not good at Facebook.
You know what? What we'll do is we'll add them to this show for the slideshow, right, Johnny? What a great idea. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. But there's so much difference between a German Shepherd, which are fabulous dogs, and your best friends at times. Dayle, you've had many. But this little Rosie is a lap dog who's giving you a completely different experience of love.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, what's so weird is she's learned how to bark. And we have this huge yard, and if she hears somebody that she doesn't know who it is, like Spectrum was here, she'll start barking, and so she's become like a little watchdog. Has yours started barking yet, Johnny?
It'll bark. I mean, but not really. It's more like a biter. The dog will bite, and But I mean, like I said, I just doing something with his teeth is a form of affection.
And
it's just
what Dayle said, it's teething. These little teeth are like pins and needles too. They're so super sharp, but they're growing new ones, which the gums get irritated. You're supposed to rub those gums. I used to do that to my daughter. My dad taught me lightly, rub on the baby's gums, and you'll see. They'll take a deep breath in and just exhale. They'll be like, oh my gosh, what a relief. They need to knead on something to get that relief, and they're doing it on your hand so gently. It's perfect. I'm glad you figured that out, Johnny. And I want to say something about your dog, though, before you go on. Did you say you named her Rosie Ann?
Mm-hmm.
That's my middle name.
Yeah. And not only that, her dog. Our dog has two names, which is Zoe Rosita.
Oh, and Johnny's has a Rosie in it as well. That's
this
funny.
Is weird.
I know.
Your name was Rosie Ann, and I picked that for my dog.
Rosarito, he said. Rosarita is part of.
No, but you
name.
said
my name is Barbara Ann, and so your dog's middle name is the same as mine. And Johnny was saying that his dog is Zoe Rosarita. So Johnny has a dog with a what?
Rosita. Zoe Rosita.
So still a Rosie is in that name. So it's like all of us are somehow combined in that. You've got to tell Blythe that. That is crazy.
Yeah, I will. No, wait. Let me get this straight. Your middle name was Rosie Ann, Barbara?
Not Rosie Ann, but just Ann.
Ann. Oh, okay. Well, I've had a Sadie Ann and, all that. And the best dog I've ever had in the world was Sadie Ann. She did $10,000 worth of damage in Hawaii, but I loved her to death. I mean, this dog would jump in the swimming pool, would swim. If I was talking to somebody, she would cut in front of them. She would carry pillows and throw them in the pool. I'd leave her alone. I'd come home and there'd be dead doves in the living room. She did the wildest things, and yet I loved her so much. It was unreal, and I'm hoping to get this with my Rosie.
Oh, you will. You're well on your way. It sounds like she just is beaming with love for you and can't even get enough.
She loves me.
She's lucky to have you. This is just wonderful. And I want one, but no, my psychic, my favorite psychic in the world, one of the best psychics, the best psychic in the world, Dayle Schear, says no, a dog would not be good for me. Barbara Moore.
Not yet. Later on.
Okay.
Right now, you're so active, and you're doing a million things. You wouldn't have time for the dog, and you need a lot of time.
And that's common sense too, not just psychic stuff. Everybody.
Right. I've made, my husband's taken off work for 3 weeks now just to train her, and it's rough. But you know what? We'll survive. Okay, Johnny, do we have anybody else?
Yes, we do. Kelly, you were live on the air with Psychic Dayle Schear.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Fine.
So I've got this new modality that I've been working on, right? I've got the idea for. It's basically...
Wait, explain.
So,
you're talking to hello. You got to listen. What is a new modality?
So it would be basically I would be merging somebody with the higher self in such a way that they'd be able to experience more than one lifetime at a time as a form of a massive consciousness expansion. And so I'm just wondering if it's a kind of a worthwhile investment of my time and energy, and what would be the result for people if it were a thing.
You're talking so fast I can't understand what you're saying. So you want to slow down your speech?
What I would be doing is merging people with the higher self in such a way that they would be able to have the experience of having more than one lifetime at once, similar how the higher self does. And this would theoretically lead to a massive consciousness expansion.
Well, I believe it's being done. Hypnotherapy does that all the time. Gone through sessions of hypnotherapy and connecting with my higher self and going to a different, lifetime and all that.
Right.
So
this is a derivative of that, but the difference would be that, for us, we think of there's past selves and future selves and things like this. And what I would want is a person to be able to experience them all at once, or at least more than one at one time. So not saying one life and then another life and another life. I'm saying like 3, 4 at a time.
I've experienced that through hypnotherapy. So I have. It's very interesting. It's not, I would get somehow your hypnotherapy license and do what you're doing through hypnotherapy.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing.
If possible.
I have that.
Yeah, and I could see that doing pretty well. But to explain to the world what you're doing is hard. And talk about being mocked at, that would occur. So I'm telling you, if you did it with your friends at first and you could prove things, the problem is proving past lives, future lives, and all that stuff. I had a major experience with that with a gentleman that I worked with, and he owned Tavarua, the island of Tavarua, and his name was Rick Isabel, and his brother died, and his brother went through me, and we had channeling sessions, and we were able to see past lives, future lives, everything, which brought us to the Casey Institute. So I know what you're talking about, but trying to make the normal average person understand it is hard.
Yeah. And so what I'm getting at is a little different than what they normally do. Okay, and I've been doing the hypnotherapy.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah. Okay.
I understand what you're saying. You know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but what are you asking, out of all this? If you're going to be successful at it?
No. Just like if somebody were to go through the whole protocol that I have in mind, what would be the end result for them? So I'm hoping for a massive consciousness.
Everybody's different. Everybody would be different, hon.
Okay.
That's the best I can tell you. But I can feel that trying to explain this to somebody and have them understand, you'd be light years ahead of them. And I think you're well on your way to learning a lot. Have you experienced it yourself?
To a certain extent. There's not really anybody else that can do what I can do, so it's kind of hard for me to find somebody. But I usually get a little bit of it when I'm working with people.
When you're what?
When I'm doing it to somebody else, I'm going to get. It's just like, if you do Reiki, you're going to get healing yourself, right? And when I'm doing the hypnotherapy, I'll get the consciousness expansion, some of that in myself as I'm doing it to other people.
Well, I think you're on the right path for you, and I wish you the best of luck. That's the best I can say.
All right, thanks.
Oh, wow. I would love that, Dayle and Johnny and listeners, to have something help me to get – there's an echo, Johnny. Help me get into another realm. I like it. It's usually right before
I've had a lot of experience where I would use it for time travel. I send people back to school, the
you're
Last
still here?
Supper. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, there was an echo. Oh, the caller is still here. I am so sorry. Hey, go ahead.
Well, wait.
What? Where's Johnny?
We need to disconnect from the caller because I need to talk.
Okay, caller.
Johnny.
We would love to hear from you again, but we're discussing that right now and how exciting that would be. And Dayle, what do you think? Because I thought that you said be careful with that too, going to other realms in your mind. Because you could maybe not come back.
No, I never said that. I don't know what.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I shouldn't
first
be
of
afraid.
all, well, it's up to you to do what you want. But all I know is going into that level, I have been there. With this gentleman, Rick, we have done that together. We did it at the Casey Institute, and it went into him reading my mind 150%. We went through major hypnotherapy, but it wasn't fun because when someone can read your mind, sometimes they're just random thoughts. They're not, actual, stuff. And as far as time travel, I'm totally into time travel, but I've never met anybody that I can honestly say that has been a time traveler. So, but I'm into it, I'd love to know more about it, and I believe that we can't change the past, but I do know we can change the future, but it'll revert back to what it was. So I don't know. It's a touchy subject.
It is touchy. Hey, Johnny, remember we had a time traveler on the show once, and then something happened where but then didn't didn't we just not believe him? There was something that just didn't click or gel right.
I know what it was. I can say what it was. Do you want me to say what it was? Okay.
I do.
He said that he could travel ahead and see something, and then what would happen is he would talk to the person and to somebody, and the person would remember that he was speaking to them. It would appear in a sort of memory in their mind. And the problem was how do you prove that? So what I asked him to do was I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. I had this friend of mine, and she had 3 tattoos. Now, the reason I did, and they were in different parts of her body. So what I told him to do was to go and talk to her, find out what kind of tattoos she had, and come back and tell me. Tattoos are to say that somebody has tattoos on their body is a real vague thing. It's also not
really
documented. Right.
Johnny,
what?
He could have read your mind knowing what the tattoos were.
Well, he couldn't give us the answer. And he came back and he was unsuccessful. So what I'm trying to say is tattoos are not something, when somebody has like a tattoo of an eagle on their arm, that's not something that's going to be written down anywhere. You understand? That's something that's going to...
Yes,
no,
it can.
only if you're in jail maybe, but it's not going to be like something that you're going to go look up and say, oh, this person has a tattoo of an eagle on their arm. It's not written down anywhere.
You'd have to go to a lot of tattoo shops and check around. And well, Johnny came up with this, Dayle, he really put this guy to the test. And I love that about Johnny because he is authentic. He's very authentic. He's not trying to manipulate it or make a great show because of this or that. He's real. So I remember it was a long time ago we had that guy, and we're like, no, well, we don't really believe you. I do remember that.
Yeah, this is the tattoo test.
I can honestly say the gentleman that is listening to the show now is going, they just don't understand. Well, yes, I understand because I've been through a lot of it, so I know. But anyway, I choose not to go in that direction. I'm living in the here and the now right now. And I go into the future all the time naturally. It's just something I do.
Well, I'd like to go on a realm trip. I would love to because I am not seeing the future all the time, and I'm not reading everybody's minds, and I'm not a medium, and I'm not a psychic like you, so maybe I need a little realm check-in.
Think you have time for it, Barbara?
I have time for a nap.
That's about it. There's so many things happening with you for this summer that I just don't think you have time. But anyway, it's up to you.
All right.
Johnny, do we have any more, or what's going on?
We have a person that I haven't screened yet, but we do have a caller. Should I put this person through?
Dayle, please.
Well, you have it. Yeah, go ahead.
More.
Go ahead. Okay.
All right. Area code 610. You are live on the air with Psychic Dayle Schear.
Hello.
What's with the area? Yeah, what's with the area code?
Yeah, what's the area code?
What's your name? Yes, hello.
My name is Sonia. Hello.
And where are you calling from?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, okay. And how can I help
hear
you?
Now there was a little bit of a, Yes.
It's okay. How can I help you?
Yeah. I was just calling in to, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to know specifically. I guess my house was just listed on the market, and it listed a few days ago, and we're going to have an open house in July, and I've seen a lot of people clicking, and as a matter of fact, on day one, my realtor
What's
says,
your question? We're running on time.
They haven't even seen the house.
It doesn't matter.
But it's still, it was still good. So
no,
I wanted to
you
see,
don't take,
how you
hello? can you hear me? I'm trying to talk.
How do you see that going? Am I going to get some, good offers above what I'm asking? How do you see everything going?
Can you hear me without talking?
Yes, can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, well, stop talking, and I will tell you.
Yes, I
First,
can hear you.
Stop talking.
Hello.
Oh, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Would you stop talking, please? Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry, caller and Dayle. I really thought this was going to be a friend of mine that I'm like, please, because I thought maybe it's my friend who didn't get through. I am so sorry you guys are having a communication breakdown, all of us,
Yes,
with this
I'm not
caller.
talking, ma'am. I'm quiet.
Okay. She's
Okay.
going to be quiet.
What I'm going to tell you is, number one, do not take low offers. Houses are extremely expensive. You will get tons of offers. It'll be sold within the next 30 to 60 days or less. Okay? Can you hear? Did you hear that?
You can talk now.
I give up.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
let's end the show. And
yes.
Barbara, I'm going to
Dayle.
call you as soon as Barbara. I'm going to call you as soon as we get off the air because I wanted to find out real quick about that situation. Okay.
Okay. I knew that would for sure be coming. Well, everybody, thank you for listening, and thank you callers for calling in. And we're so glad that we can help you here at Life, Laughter, Happiness. Thank you so much, Psychic Dayle Schear. Now, make sure you call her this week before next Friday and get your own psychic private reading. Okay, everybody? Psychic Dayle Schear is in the house. Oh, my gosh. Now, Dayle, here. Why am I blanking sometimes on your phone number? It's 808. They say that it's because of my age. 808-372-1816. That's 808-372-1816. DayleSchear.com.
Yeah, DAYLE, Schear, SCHEAR.com. Thank you, Johnny. You did a great show. I really appreciate it, okay?
Great job, Johnny.
Thank you.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure you follow us here on Blog Talk Radio for all show updates. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Good night.
Aloha.
Aloha.